TikTok, Shein, UC browser and 56 other Chinese apps got banned from India. But will China accept this defeat, or it's preparing for something more? Something like a Cold War. In the next 4 minutes, we are gonna talk about how these Chinese apps are a threat to India and how we can also prevent this. We are also gonna talk about the boycott China movement. Will it work? If it does, then how? What do you and I have to do? First of all, let us talk about all of these Chinese apps and especially the most popular TikTok. In this video, I'll not talk about the cringe content that is present on Indian TikTok, but something more, something even bigger than that, data mining or stealing of data, or more precisely, stealing of personal data. Now, you might be thinking that even if they steal my data, what's the big deal? On my Google, I just search why Chutki ditched Chhota Bheem and married Kalia, and I just have 2 or 3 bold photos of Sunny Leone in my gallery. उससे मेरे देश को क्या ही खतरा हो सकता है? But if we look at the bigger picture, it's not as simple as that. All of you must be familiar with the fact that Facebook stole a large content of its data to a company called Cambridge Analytica, which helped Trump win the elections there. Now you might be thinking, how the hell did it work? For that, let's look at how dangerous it can be with the help of a simple example. First of all, let us assume that there is a place in India, a city, a town, or whatever you call it, and the youths of that city or town is inclined towards 2 things: boys to alcohol and parties, and girls to makeup. Please don't get me wrong, please don't judge me. I am just giving a simple example. I am not stereotyping or generalizing the boys and girls. Okay, now let's get back to the point. Since the youth of that place is so much into these things, the boys and girls of that place must be talking about alcohol, parties, and makeup on social media apps. Social media apps run by Chinese companies. Now let us imagine that there is a local election there, and for that election there are 2 candidates. Candidate number 1 will be a normal person who will say that I'll work on the infrastructure development of this place, the schools, the hospitals, and all the other things. But let us assume that this candidate number 2, he secretly works for the Chinese government and is backed by the China. Here comes the role of data stealing or data mining. What the Chinese company will do, that they will go through all the social media handles of all these youngsters of that place, and they will know very deeply about something called a soft spot of those people, and China will provide all those information to this candidate number 2, and this candidate number 2 will play with your minds. He will say that I will surely work on schools, hospitals, and the other stores, but first of all I will serve alcohol and makeup essentials for everyone at a very low cost, a cost about 10% of what the current price is. And what this will do, this will slightly change the voters brain and compel them to think that अरे school और hospitals तो दोनों candidates बनवा रहे हैं, but this guy, this candidate number 2, he is serving us free alcohol and makeup essentials, so let's vote for him this election. This is exactly how China will secretly use those stolen data to enter the Indian politics and authority. But why to worry about China? ऐसा तो कोई भी कर सकता है. Why is China a special threat to us and not all the other countries? This is because the Chinese government has all rights and authorities to extract data from any company they want, and the companies can't say a no or even question them back. And now, since the government has banned 59 Chinese apps and started with a small step, it's actually time to move ahead with boycott China and support the government and the people. Now let's come to how can we do this. If I were to be practical, I would say that it's impossible to boycott China completely in a single day, because we are largely dependent upon China for a lot of things. Exports from India to China is about 16.5 billion, and the imports from China to India is about merely $70 billion. We are about 50 to 55 billion dollars behind China when it comes to trade. But there are a few simple things which the Indian government and the people can do to minimize the dependency of India on China. First of all, let's see what the government can do. Obviously, there are a lot of things which the government can do, but in this video I'll just talk about 2 things, 2 of the most important pillars for the development of a country. Number 1, let's talk about business. The first thing that the government can do is work on something called ease of doing business. India is still a place where business is not considered such an easy thing, and if the government actually works on this thing, there will be a lot of scope for the rapidly growing Indian startup culture, and it will also attract foreign companies, which will lead to a huge blow in the Indian economy. Isn't that great? Number 2, let's talk about the education system. Now, if I had to go on about how fucked up the Indian education system is, I can stand here and talk for 4 days. But here, I'd like to particularly focus on one thing, that is business coaching. Since a lot of years, we all have been studying to just get a job. And if someone wants to know about markets, business, then MBA is the only option. Why not start teaching business right from the starting, right from nursery class, step by step? I mean, it's great to know that sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid to give salt and water. But uska main kya karu? All I am saying is bring practicality into teaching. If you can, then teach people how to make money using trigonometric equations. Cause hey, MBAs are too expensive, not everyone can afford that. And now let's talk about what the people can do, because the government is just a group of about some 1,000 people, and it's the population, it's the Janta of India that has to actually bring the change. Number 1, stop or minimize the use of Chinese apps. Most of these apps are already banned by the Indian government, but if they are still in your phone, delete them. Search for alternatives. Use GeoSwitch in place of Gender. Use Google Chrome in place of UC browser. Use Brazzers in place of Hentai. The thing is, even if not Indian, use American or Japanese apps, but say no to Chinese apps, please. Number 2, stop buying Chinese products, but if you already have them, don't throw them away. What you can do is you can search for alternatives of Chinese products, but at the end, if you can't find an alternative and you really need that product, then go for it. You can't do it all at once. Step by step is the key. Well, there are a lot of other things that you can do, but for the beginning, let's just start with these 2 steps. Please make sure to share this video to at least one person you know, so that we get one step ahead in this battle against China. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye from Himanshu.